Have you ever felt drained after spending time in a crowd, or felt that being around too many people diminishes your spark? You're not alone, and there's a reason for that. Welcome to our deep dive into why certain individuals, the chosen ones, need to protect their space and energy more than others. Over the next few minutes, we'll explore the unique characteristics that make some of us thrive on solitude and why it's not just a preference, but a necessity. In this video, when we refer to the chosen ones, we are talking about individuals who are distinctly sensitive to their environments, often reacting more intensely to social stimuli than others. This group can include highly sensitive people, HSPs, introverts, or those with empathic tendencies, all of whom share a common characteristic: an acute awareness of their surroundings, which makes crowded or noisy environments particularly challenging. These characteristics are not just preferences, but are woven into the fabric of their being, affecting the way they interact with the world around them. Chosen ones often display several defining traits, such as a deep appreciation for tranquility, a rich inner life, and a greater sensitivity to physical and emotional stimuli. For example, they can feel overwhelmed by loud noises, bright lights, or even the strong emotions of others. This heightened sensitivity can make typical social gatherings, such as parties or busy public spaces, more stressful for them than for others. Consequently, they may prefer smaller, more intimate environments where sensory information is much more manageable. These settings not only provide comfort, but also allow them to engage in a deeper and more meaningful way. The ability to connect on a deep level in quieter environments is a hallmark of the chosen ones and highlights the need to protect their energy in social settings. Understanding and respecting these characteristics can have a significant impact on how these individuals manage their social lives and personal boundaries. Many may not even realize why they feel this way in large groups until they learn more about these characteristics. By educating themselves and others about the needs and nature of high sensitivity, the chosen ones can foster environments where they thrive, ensuring that they are not only coping, but also thriving in their daily lives. This awareness and adaptation can lead to a more fulfilling social and personal life, adapted to their unique needs and abilities. These chosen ones are like emotional magnets, attracting and repelling those around them with a magnetic force. Their energy is so palpable that it can be felt even before they enter a room, creating a charged expectation and a noticeable change in atmosphere. The paradox of their existence lies in the duality of their nature. While they possess the ability to establish deep and meaningful connections with others, they also face the challenge of feeling isolated and misunderstood. This inherent loneliness can be a heavy burden to carry, especially when contrasted with the intense influence they exert on those around them. It's intriguing to think about how these chosen ones deal with this dichotomy in their everyday lives. They can be complex characters, often struggling to balance the desire to connect with the need to preserve their own emotional integrity. Their interactions with other characters can be fraught with tension and drama, as they try to navigate the ups and downs of their peculiar existence. Despite the challenges they face, the chosen ones leave a lasting impact on everyone they meet, leaving behind an indelible mark that continues to resonate long after they have gone. Their presence is truly unforgettable, shaping the course of the lives of those who have the privilege of crossing their paths. The description of the isolation of the chosen ones is moving and deeply rooted in the complexity of the human condition. The dichotomy between the intensity of their energy and the superficiality of ordinary social interactions creates an internal and external conflict for these fascinating characters. By seeking solace in solitude or in intimate circles, the chosen ones find a space where their essence can be truly appreciated and understood. These circles offer a refuge where they can express themselves freely, without the weight of society's superficial expectations. However, the search for genuine connections is often marked by struggles and challenges. The intensity and depth of the chosen ones can be disconcerting for those who are not ready to face their own vulnerability and inner truth. This fear of exposure can lead to rejection or avoidance on the part of those unwilling to confront their own authenticity. The experience of isolation for the chosen ones is not a deliberate choice, but a necessity born out of the search for authenticity and understanding. It is a defense mechanism against the constant misunderstanding and misconceptions they encounter in interactions with others. This complex and emotionally charged dynamic adds a fascinating layer to the journey of the chosen ones. They are beings of depth and intensity, seeking genuine connections in a world that often sees them as strange or misunderstood. Their struggles and triumphs along this journey can serve as a mirror to humans' own challenges and triumphs, adding an element of empathy and reflection to their stories. This journey of searching for genuine connections amidst the isolation and emotional intensity of the chosen ones can be deeply moving and inspiring. As they face the challenges of their own nature and seek understanding and acceptance, the chosen ones can find inner strength and growth. The narrative of these characters can explore universal themes of identity, authenticity, and the fundamental human desire for connection and belonging. Their struggles and triumphs resonate with all of us, inviting us to reflect on our own journeys and relationships. Throughout their stories, the chosen ones may discover that true acceptance doesn't necessarily come from conforming to external expectations, but rather from the courage to fully embrace who they are, even if that means facing the unknown and the judgment of others. These characters are not only mysterious and captivating figures, but also mirrors of our own struggles and triumphs. Their journey of self-discovery and search for authentic connections can serve as a powerful reminder that at the core of our humanity, we all share the desire to be understood and loved for who we are, not what others expect us to be. The chosen one's journey in search of a true and deep connection is a narrative filled with intense emotions and emotional challenges. As they repeatedly encounter disappointment, they face not only external obstacles, but also their own deepest insecurities and fears. The chosen one's internal struggle, between the hope of finding a genuine connection and the fear that their own intensity will alienate others, adds a layer of emotional complexity to the story. They may wonder if there is something fundamentally wrong with them, or if their quest for such a deep connection is an unattainable chimera. Despite these challenges, the chosen remain resilient and determined. They understand the value of true connections and are willing to face the obstacles, even if it means facing their own vulnerabilities and deepest fears. The narrative of the chosen one's spiritual warfare adds an epic dimension to their personal journey. Not only are they searching for personal connections, but they are also engaged in an inner battle between their need for authenticity and the external resistance they encounter. In the end, the chosen one's journey is a search for the true essence of humanity, the ability to connect with others on a deep and meaningful level. Their struggles and triumphs along the way inspire not only empathy, but also reflection on our own journeys, in search of connection and understanding. The chosen one's journey in search of true connection is a saga full of emotional and spiritual challenges. Despite their best efforts, they encounter disappointment, time and time again, finding themselves in a frustrating cycle of hope and disappointment. The inner struggles of the chosen reflect the universal fears and insecurities we all face on our own personal journeys. They may question their own worth, fearing that their intensity will alienate others, or that they will never find the deep connection they long for. However, it is the resilience of the one that stands out. Despite challenges and setbacks, they refuse to give up the search for authentic and meaningful connections. They understand that true connections are rare and precious, and are willing to face adversity in order to cultivate them. The authentic presence of the one acts like a mirror, reflecting the inauthenticities and falsehoods that permeate society. Their radical honesty challenges established norms and social expectations, often provoking discomfort and confrontation among those who prefer complacency to change. Imagine the chosen one raising his voice against injustice or challenging the status quo, only to face resistance and hostility from those who benefit from maintaining the status quo. This narrative resonates with the reality of many change agents and activists who face similar adversity when challenging established systems of power. Despite the adverse reactions, the chosen refuse to compromise their principles or dilute their message. They understand that their role as warriors for truth requires them to stand firm in the face of adversity, aware that genuine change often comes with resistance and conflict. This spiritual warfare is not only limited to external battles. The chosen also face significant internal challenges while navigating their own spiritual paths. This duality emphasizes the complexity and depth of their mission in the world, highlighting the interconnection between personal transformation and social change. At the heart of this narrative is the powerful idea that authenticity and the courage to remain true to one's true essence are fundamental to creating a more just and compassionate world. The chosen one, with his disturbing presence and unwavering determination, serves as a beacon of hope and inspiration for all those seeking a path of authenticity and justice. The internal struggles of the chosen, as they face their own demons and shadows, add an even deeper dimension to their journey. They are confronted with the constant battle between light and darkness within themselves, having to strive to maintain integrity and align their actions with their deepest values, even when faced with temptations and doubts. Despite these challenges, the chosen ones remain steadfast in their mission. They understand that true liberation requires courage and sacrifice, and they are willing to pay the price for the greater good. Their determination to face their own inner demons reflects not only their personal strength, but also their commitment to spiritual evolution and the awakening of collective consciousness. The solitary path of the chosen ones may be arduous, but it is also deeply meaningful. It is through their personal journey of self-knowledge and transformation that they contribute to the evolution of humanity as a whole. Their unique perspectives, values, and energies set them apart from the crowd, often leaving them feeling like outsiders in a world that values conformity and uniformity. However, it is this inherent difference that makes them so vital to the fabric of society. By challenging social norms and the dominant culture, the chosen make room for innovation, creativity, and progressive change. Their unique presence and courage to be authentically themselves inspire others to do the same, helping to create a more diverse, inclusive, and truly human world. The image of the chosen one navigating the routines and expectations of society, feeling like a square peg in a round hole, is incredibly powerful. It's a vivid representation of the struggle many face when trying to fit into a world that often values conformity over individuality. Despite the chosen one's efforts to conform, they can't escape the persistent feeling of being different, of not quite fitting in. However, this divergence is not a flaw, but a fundamental aspect of their identity. The chosen see the world from a unique perspective, challenging conventional wisdom and inviting deeper questioning. Instead of conforming to society's expectations, they find solace in solitude or in the company of others who share their worldview and appreciate their uniqueness. These communities of like-minded individuals provide a safe haven where the chosen can be themselves without fear of judgment or rejection. By embracing their divergence, the chosen make way for new perspectives and possibilities, reminding us that true belonging comes from within. This commitment to authenticity is not only a personal journey, but also a significant contribution to the transformation of society as a whole. The chosen inspire us to honor our inner truths and stay true to ourselves. even when we face pressure to conform. They remind us that diversity of thought and individuality are essential elements for the progress and evolution of humanity. The description of the Chosen One's call to a destiny beyond the ordinary, guided by a higher purpose, is deeply evocative. They are compelled by an inner force that transcends worldly concerns and drives them to seek meaning and fulfillment on a deeper level. Imagining a chosen one being drawn to their higher purpose, like a distant beacon guiding them to the true path, is a powerful metaphor. Despite the challenges and uncertainties along the way, they cannot ignore the call that resonates in their souls. This image evokes a sense of destiny and purpose that is undeniable and irresistible. For the chosen, solitude is not just a preference, but a strategic choice in the service of their higher purpose. It is in solitude that they find space to cultivate their inner landscapes, dive into the depths of their being, and connect with universal energies that transcend the limitations of the material world. By embracing their higher purpose, the chosen discover a sense of clarity and direction that goes beyond the chaos and confusion of everyday life. They understand that their journey is part of something bigger, a tapestry woven by the hands of fate and destiny. Despite the loneliness and challenges they face, the chosen remain steadfast in their commitment to their higher purpose. They understand that their journey is not just about personal fulfillment, but about contributing to the greater good and serving humanity's highest ideals. This narrative resonates with a sense of nobility and purpose that inspires and captivates, reminding us of the power of commitment to something greater than ourselves. It's amazing to see how the chosen embrace self-acceptance and empowerment on their unique journey. Recognizing energy sensitivity as a profound gift is a crucial step in harnessing its transformative power. In a world that often values harshness and insensitivity, the chosen find strength in their sensitivity, allowing them to perceive the world in ways that others cannot. Setting healthy boundaries is another fundamental part of the process of empowering the chosen. Faced with the constant bombardment of external energies and expectations, it is essential to protect your own energy and maintain emotional balance. Saying no when necessary and prioritizing self-care are vital steps in this process. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is greatly appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and stay tuned for more interesting content.